All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. It's been a minute. I've had two family members that are really close have two medical issues going down, so I've been caretaking a lot, and it is ongoing. So we'll see what happens with my next few updates. I will say, since that's been going on, like while I'm caretaking for them, I'm not wearing makeup. So yeah, but I know it's been like a handful of months. I think it's been like at least 2 months, maybe 3, depending. I think around 3, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while. So sorry for that, but life took over. So yeah, but we're gonna get into my Pan That palette, which I have two Pan That palettes. This one is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and then I also have the Real Her I Feel Beautiful 3 palette. This one just got introduced last time, like kind of introduced. So I actually don't have pictures from last time, because I was a bad YouTuber and just forgot to take pictures. So there's that. But I will be taking pictures this time because it is officially like with this update in it, in the project. But yeah, let's go ahead and do pictures from, well, the last time, because I don't know exactly, 3 months ago maybe, with this palette. And then we'll do pictures from today. Okay, so with this, I mean, I've been playing around a little bit. The thing that I've been consistently doing is using up Divinity. That obviously has the most use on it. I use that like every single day to set my eyeshadow primer, every day that I use makeup. And then I've been also, when I do use this as like a Pan That palette, I use Mocha as my transition shade. So I think that maybe it'll have movement. I haven't looked at the pictures. I'm sure it has some movement, but I've also found, especially with it being so hot and us getting into the summer months, I've like really stepped back even when I wear makeup, wearing as much makeup as I usually do. So a lot of my looks have just been a lot lighter, easier, calmer, mainly because, yeah, just with life going on right now, I'm like, I need simplicity a little bit. So there's that. I know I've like touched malted a little bit. I've touched blackcurrant some, not enough for like, sorry, it's also kind of dark in here because the sun's not quite out yet. But hopefully the pictures will be clear. But yeah, blackcurrant I've dipped a little bit in. I want to say, oh, Cotton Candy does have like a bit of a dip because that has been, you know, for the most part, the look that I've been going for when I'm using this as like a full eyeshadow look. I don't think I actually have touched Totally Fetch this time around. I've done a little bit with Dark Truffle, not much to say anything. And then Almond Truffle, when I use my one like pigment shade that's kind of a transition shade, I actually use this one to also transition that transition shade because that one shade is a little bit, is like a smidge dark. So yeah, that's been nice. Oh, and then also Satin Sheets. I use that basically every day. There's like one other shade that I use for another, like in my Pan and Everything palette. I use that for my inner corner when I'm using that palette, but all the other looks I use Satin Sheets. And there is that pan in there. It's been in there, but I think that it's grown at least some. So yeah, that's where we're at with this palette. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing when I do my makeup, and you know, maybe I'll wear a little bit more makeup, but yeah, I'm kind of like in a very transitional stage of life right now, just in terms of things going on with my family members and like caretaking. And then yeah, who knows, there's a lot of like other things happening as well. So we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know what my makeup usage is going to look like going forward in the next few months, but if I am using my makeup, I will be doing like just doing the standard same old stuff that I've been doing. Okay, so let's talk about the Real Her I Feel Beautiful palette. Now that it's officially in here, what I have been doing whenever I use this is literally just using Stunning as my transition shade, Alluring as my lid shade, and then I do tap into Divine a little bit. Sometimes if I want to deepen out the look, I will use that. If I want like maybe a little bit of like a liner type shade and I don't want to use my blue liner, then it's in my Project 100 pan, I'll use that. But those are the 3 shades that I'm like using in this palette right now. We'll see what ends up happening. And right now, the way I'm doing things is when I'm consistently using my makeup, what I do is I use this palette every other time that I do my makeup, other than on the 3rd rotation, I'll use this palette. So yeah. And because I do my Pan palettes every other time. However, obviously like with Divinity in this creamy shade, that's the only creamy shade that I have right now. So I've been using that. I use that every day. So I do use this in conjunction. It makes sense in my head. It's a little convoluted to explain, but they're getting usage. This is getting a little bit more usage than this one. We'll put it at that. Just in terms of, you know, the rotation of it all. So yeah, that's what's happening. Sorry this is like such a weird update. It's a weird update because I've just been lifing it a little bit. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. And with this one too, another thing, I have no idea what's going to happen with this one. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, use up anything from here anytime soon. I mean, Stunning does look really close to a side pan. I mean, that's like a use away from a side pan. So for sure we'll have side pan on that. I mean, as long as I wear makeup, which I will. But yeah, so we're like a side pan away from that. I think it'll still take a while. These are pretty like, they're not super pigmented. They are a little dusty, which is actually kind of perfect right now, but they pick up like on the brush really, really easily. They're very powdery, so I just don't need a lot of product. However, a lot of product does get used up because they are so powdery. So we'll see. We'll see again. We'll see how this goes. We'll see what ends up happening. Again, life is lifing right now. So, you know, when that happens, makeup is just there. So yeah, that's what's happening. I'm hopefully going to be back. I think I'm filming this technically the very, very end of June. So this will be up in July. I'm hoping I'll have an update in August. It kind of just depends on, we'll see how life is lifing at that point. And yeah, it just sort of depends. No promises, unfortunately. Like I said, like certain things are out of my hand, and that's what's happening. So anyways, thank you so much. Please still let me know how your project pans are going. I have been like viewing the comments. I've not been replying or anything. Sometimes I just get really behind, and then trying to catch back up is hard, but I do read them all. And I've been it's been so fun to read them all and just hear everyone's project pans, how they're all going. And also the encouraging comments are always super nice too. I do like every now and then, like I think sometime like last week or something, someone commented like, can't wait to see an update. I feel like a little nudge or whatever. So it is nice that you all are still watching. I appreciate it. Even with this very long, like 2-3 month break from updates. So anyways, thank you so much. I hope you all are, you know, having good days and panning your makeup away. We love it. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.